What's up? What up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Mac? All Mac dressed in black, 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 black. All dressed in black, black, black. Listen. I'm gonna bust our ass in the morning. All right. So, since you two guys are here, I talked to Blueprint. So look, I talked to Blueprint and they. What's up? I talked to Blueprint and they said that's normal. That's just dirty, residual stuff in the block. It needs to be flushed. I've never seen anything. Look. It ain't got no taste. Look. It ain't got no taste. It don't smell. But I sent them pictures and videos and all that stuff to the warranty department, and they gonna document it. But nevertheless, it's all good. So, yeah, that's not normal. Yeah, that's what I said. That's not normal. So, I don't know. Nevertheless, it's documented. It's documented. So we'll just go from there. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to jump right on this. What's up, Carolina? What's up, Mac? This is part 2. Yeah, probably so. Ain't no telling. So this is what we're going to do. Since there's nothing across here that holds this, what's up, Tulu? Like there's nothing. I've already measured everything. I got it wrote down, the measurements. I was going to take a piece of tubing and run it across the back and weld it so it don't move, but I've already measured it. I've already measured from corner to corner, and then all I'm doing is cutting this part out. So it shouldn't, I'm not cutting this out. So if I cut this out, it would separate. I'm just cutting this out for now. I really, to be honest with you, I really don't want to drag the welder all the way out here and put a damn, I don't know. But daggone, man. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. So I'm just going to cut this out and leave this here. And, man, is he good, Carolina? Yeah, I couldn't be a law enforcement. I couldn't do any of that stuff these days, man, or work that because people are crazy, man. They just crazy. Yeah, I hope he's good, man. Yeah, I'm with Tulu, man. I didn't bother you. I mean, I run to Winston, and let me tell you something else, Big. I get to Winston, right? I go up there to Winston. I get off on Haynes Boulevard. I go up there to that place. I drop the thing off. I'm on my way back. Siri, my map system went crazy. I had a man and a woman telling me to, I had a woman say, take a right. And I'm like, I'm not taking a right because I know the way home. Then the other, take a left. The man and woman was arguing on my thing. I told Carolina, I told Carson to cut that. He said, yeah, satellite must have been messed up or something. It had a glitch. That son of a bitch was going batshit crazy. Batshit crazy. What? Crazy. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the camera. Hey, let me tell you something else. Let me tell you one more thing before we get started. So I fired up the Impala just to see what it was doing. And I fired it up a while ago, let it run, let it got up to temperature, let it do everything. It puked again, it burped, and it done all that. I know we're not talking about this, but anyways, this is the funny part. I get a text message from I don't have any neighbors, but there is a guy that lives about 4.5 miles from me that way through the holler, right? He texts me and he's like, dude, what in the hell are you doing? And I was like, what? He's like, what are you doing? I know I just want to keep this on this. He said, what in the hell are you doing? I said, I'm not doing anything. I'm talking to you. He's like, man, I'm in the deer stand. It's bow season. He said, I had these nanny does down here in the corn pile, and I'm sitting there listening. And he said, all of a sudden I hear is it sounds like a damn race car going off. The deer look up, and then they just take off running. And he's like, I'm like, what in the hell is that racket? And he's thinking to myself, JG's got something up there at his shop that sounds nastier than hell. I got to text him and ask him what the hell he's got going on. He is literally 4 miles as a crow flies that way through the woods. 4 miles. And I said, you serious? He's like, dude, I'm serious. I'm serious. So I said, let's do a little test. I said, I want you to hit record. I want you to text me and tell me when you're recording, and I'm going to crank this car. He texted me, said, I'm recording. I cranked this car up. Then he texts me the video of him in the woods 4 miles down the road in the tree stand, 20 foot up in the tree. He can hear the Impala in here running 4 miles down the road. So not only did the metal help, it made it like a damn amphitheater. But anyways, let's get to it. That's enough fun. Let's get to it. Yeah, crazy. He said, next time you crank that shit, let me know before I go deer hunting, because you scared every damn thing in the woods. So what we're going to do is, the place I went to yesterday, they're going to make the chain bridge. They're going to break me a piece of 7-inch channel. It's going to be 7 inches on the inside, so it's a 1/4-inch plate. So it's going to be 7 inches on the inside, and then you got 1/4 and 1/4, so it's going to be 7.5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this pocket out for now, and then we're going to cut that pocket out, and I'm going to clean it up. Then when I get the chain bridge, I'll put it in here, and then I'll tack it in place, and then probably what I'll do is I'll mark this, and I'll probably cut this out, and then I'll take a piece of my 3/16. I'll take some of that 1/8-inch plate, and I'll plate it back over to clean it up. I don't know, but we're fixing to cut this. We're fixing to cut this shit out right here. We're going to cut it here, and we're going to cut it here, and we're going to clean it up. It's not going to flex or anything. I really don't want to drag the welder out here. Let me measure this again, because if it moves, I can put it back. It's 57 and 15/16. So that's what that is. 57 and 15/16. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this camera and I'm gonna put y'all right. Oh, let me do this. We're gonna put this camera right here, and I'm gonna duct tape this son of a gun to the damn stand with this tape, so y'all can watch. Cut it out. And we'll go from there. So again, this is just members only. Oh, and I will say this. There's Elko. I was about to say, look at her. Done called him up. Elko did send me some videos that I seen, and that helped me out a lot. Nobody breathe. You know what? I'm so goddamn pissed off right now because Amazon didn't send me my damn stand. I guess I'm gonna have to go to Walmart and buy one of them piece of shits from Walmart to hold this goddamn phone. All right, let's try this again. That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. Smoke them if you got them. Y'all hear them geese? We're gonna cut these perches out, clean it up a little bit. Y'all want me to tell you how much I hate riding? I hate riding. I seen a bunch of trucks on the road. All right, we're gonna cut this out. We're about to make this hair for a lowrider. Don't need that stinking thing no more. Look, y'all, spring's right around the corner. It's electric. Now once it's all said and done, I'll probably take all this out, all of it, and just make stuff out of chromoly. I'll probably end up once this is in, I'll probably take all this out, all that. There's no telling. There's no telling. There's no telling. I'll catch up on the comments in a minute because I can't see shit because they're taping the way. Just knocking the sharp edges off right now. This video is brought to you by Zero, sponsored by Carolina Big. let's see what we got going on. Hold on, let's see. Damn, y'all been chatting it up like crazy. Damn. Lord have mercy. Man, y'all are killing it. Hold on a sec. Damn, the last thing I seen. Yeah, that's one of the. Hold on a second. All right, so here we go. Gary, don't want to piss off Elko. Just yep. Even got most of the PPE. I had all my PPE on, other than gloves. You know I don't like wearing no damn gloves. He said, hit me in the eye. Oh yeah, they did, Elko. They did. They did. They really did. I really appreciate it. They really did help me out. Let me see. I'm checking up on the. I don't know what that is. Man, y'all. What's up, Angie, Gary, Elko? I think I got everybody. Did I miss anybody? Well, that's good. OT is good. All right. Can't have man hands if you treat your hands like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Look, I got man hands and I got women toys. Look at that finger. That son of a bitch is swole up, boy. It's like a damn big ass kibosh. Just sit on the edge of the bed and hum. I don't think that thing's ever gonna get better. Anyways, so that's what we got going on right there. Just sit on the edge of the bed and just hum. I like that thing is so. You talking about when I do that right there, I force it. That son of a bitch right there is hurting. Soak it in cider. Dude, I ain't heard that in forever. Yeah, soak it in cider until the swelling goes down. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, that son of a gun right there is so, boy. So. Hey, look. We all grown. Y'all heard of y'all have heard of Taco Tuesday, right? Taco Tuesday. Y'all heard of Hump Day, right? So y'all have heard of oh y'all yeah. So y'all have heard of Taco Tuesday, right? And you've heard of Hump Day, right? I bet you ain't heard what I'm about to tell you what Thursday is. Anybody? I bet y'all don't know what Thursday is. I bet you don't know what Thursday is. Y'all know what Thursday is? Dump it Thursday, talk shit Thursday. No, that's close. Self-love day? Nah. Self-love day. Is that where you sit on the edge of the bed and hum? No, it's not that neither. No. Thirsty, thick Thursday. No, thirsty, thick thigh Thursday. There we go. Thirsty, thick thigh Thursday. Come on now. Yeah, come on now. What is Thursday? Thirsty, thick thigh Thursday. Yes, sir. No. Thirsty, thick thigh Thursday. Come on. Come on. We got Taco Tuesday. We got Hump Day Wednesday. We got Thirsty, thick thigh Thursday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Thirsty, thick thigh Thursday. Come on now. You heard it first here. Thirsty, thick thigh Thursday. Let go. Ha ha. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so yeah, Freaky Friday and Milk on Monday. Yeah. So, where's my damn tape measure at? All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I guess we can get away with just about whatever we want to on members only, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the rules. Mac's gonna have to. Mac's gonna have to. Mac's gonna have to let me know. And hey, on. I'm on a damn roll today. I went and seen my boy Chuck today. Chuck got me shaped up today. So let's double check the measurements right quick. And and I got to get some bolts for the transmission mount. But let me tell you this right here. So if Tuesday's Taco Tuesday, Wednesday is Hump Day Wednesday, and Thursday is Thirsty Thick Thigh Thursday. You know what else, man? You can't forget that rusty protection penetrating lubricant clear. Yeah. Hold on a second. So let's check this right here. So my piece is 7.5. So I'm going to take all this off. All this is going to be gone. And then we're going to run a piece of chrome ollie tubing across. So what we're going to have to do is so 7.5, we'll put it right there, all right? Hold on a second. What Carolina Big? What? Carolina Big said, Angie and Gary want to be mods. Oh, yeah, it's 8.5. Well, I told him I needed my piece. Yeah, it's 8. It's actually 8.25. Not me, stupid. Not me, stupid. Right here. All right, so it's actually 8.25. So what I'll do is I'll put this piece up, and then I'll have to plumb bob it, and I'll have to cut a hole for the stovepipe. Right? And then I'll actually cut a piece of plate. I'll actually plate this right here. We'll plate this right here, because see how that dips in? We'll run a piece of plate across there, right? And then we'll plug weld it, and then we'll weld it here and here. And then the C channel is going to set up here like that. And then we'll get the C channel and we'll plumb bob it. I got the measurements for these. So those holes right there were 4.5 inches off the side, right? So when we go to put our stovepipes, it's 4.5 inches from right there. So from that lip right there, that's why I didn't cut that lip off, right? From that lip over 4.5 inches is the center of that, but we'll plumb bob it, right? And then we'll line that up, and then, like I said, this is the body mount, and I'll redo this. This is going to leave here because not going to. We'll make different shock mounts, but I'll cut all this off and do whatever, and then run a piece of chromoly tubing across. Hold on a second. I missed something. Hold on a second, boys and girls. Angie and Gary want to be mods. The only one's not in blue. All right, well, cool. Well, y'all. Honestly, like, I didn't know if you want. I didn't know if you wanted to be mods or not. Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to be mods or not. Y'all, you got. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. Every one of you supported far and beyond what's Call of Duty. Honestly. So Carolina Big's the one that suggested it. I don't mind making you two mods. Y'all know the rules, and y'all show up every time, so I'm good with it. I'm good with it. No, I appreciate everybody, man. Yeah. So right there, that right there is a key thing. What Tulu just said. Sometimes when you're mods, you won't be able to comment no more. Like on my shorts and stuff, you won't be able to comment. So if you can't comment no more, then I'll have to reset it like Tulu says. Also, I got an email today. I got an email today from NVU, one of the sponsors for OG6. I got an email from them today. It's a very, very encouraging email. They're super stoked. They're super stoked, and then they sent me another email saying that they can't see this because it's members only. So they want me to send them pictures so they can post it on their social media because they can't share the video because when they share the video, it just says members only. So I got to give them a little bit of meat on the bone because they did give the gauges for OG6. So, yeah. Like I said, he said that he will probably have this chain bridge ready the first of the week. If I haven't heard nothing from him by Monday, I will touch bases with him. Also, I got to call Stock Car Steel tomorrow and see about their chromoly tubing, and then go from there. Because once I do the stovepipes, well, I can. Carolina Big, no, Carolina Big. It's like this. Look, in the very beginning, when NVU and I talked to NVU about sponsorship, right? I pretty much told them that I ain't got no filter. I ain't got no filter. But I'm not disrespectful, but I tell it like it is. I don't talk religion or politics, and I give it to you straightforward. And I kind of do it like a school setting. Now, this is members only, so y'all get a little bit more, I guess this is a little bit more relaxed. I don't know. I have not done a lot of member-only lives. I know Mac has, so I got to talk to Mac about it a little bit. But, so, the thing about it with NVU, I can do little short videos. I can do videos, just videos, and send it to them, and they can post it on their social media. I don't have to put nothing on my social media. I do, so they know that, but I can give little tidbits. I sent them a bunch of pictures today of the hydraulics and the wheels and all that stuff, and they emailed me back and said that's not really what that's cool and everything, but they want to see me installing the gauges. They want to see their product, so they just wanted to see progress on the build, but they're only concerned about the gauges. So when she emailed me back, the VP emailed me back and said, I think you sent that to the wrong person. And I was like, no, I sent it to you because you want to see about the build. I was showing her the hydraulics. I was showing her the pumps, the cylinders, the wheels, and all that stuff, the panoramic roof. And she said, oh, that's great and everything. Her and Vincent said, oh, that's great and everything, but we want to see, just keep us updated on what's going on. And when you put our products out, let us know and we'll share it. So when I do the gauge cluster install, I might do the gauge cluster install in the car the way it sits right there, just do the gauge clusters and be done with it. And then send them a video and then do that public. So hold on a second. Exactly, bro. You can chop it and cut it and post it in shorts. Yeah, 100 spokes. However, if you post something short, peaks, it might. Yeah. I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna do that too, Angie. Well, do it when we cross that bridge. So, yeah. So, like I said, when the bridge comes, I'll have to put the bridge in the burn table and cut the cups out. And so the guy that's making the bridge, they have 6-inch pipe too, so it's awesome. So he's gonna cut me 2 3-inch pieces of pipe, 6-inch pipe, and then when I get this, hopefully we get that fixed in there. If not, I'll hook up the old, we'll figure it out, and then I'll cut the holes for the stovepipe, or for the pockets, for the spring pockets. They're 3 inches. So what I'll do is I'll drop it down, because I did find a video last night. It was 9 years old. I found a video last night. A guy was doing a town. From what I found out, monitors different in members. I haven't made anything on members mean. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not worried about that either, Mac. So I did find a video 9 years ago. A guy had a Lincoln Town Car, right? And he put a chain bridge in there. Now, he did build the chain bridge on the table, and he did give some information, and I guessed. So I told the guy that cut me 6-inch pipe 3 inches long. This guy cut his 6-inch pipe 2 3/4, and then he dropped it down 1/4 of an inch, and then he corner welded. Well, he said you can go 3 inches, but he does his 2 3/4, then he drops it into the plate, splits half the difference so he can corner weld it. So after the end of the day, instead of being 2 3/4, it's like 2 1/2 would be 1/4. So it's like 2 5/8. So he's got like 2 5/8 stovepipe sticking up on his Lincoln, right? But he did mess up and say, I know some guys on G-bodies doing 3 inches, and that's what I guessed, 3 inches, right? So the guy, the welding shop that I found, he had 6-inch pipe. He had a 10-foot stick, and I told him to cut me. I told him to cut me a piece, right? So also when I go back, this is what I'm gonna do. When I go back, I'm gonna have him cut me. I'm gonna have him do 2 more chain bridges, right? And then I'm gonna when I go back, I'm gonna have him. Once he gets this one made, I told him to make it 45 inches long. It's 44 inches long, so that gives me an inch. And then when I get it back, then I'll cut the stovepipes in, or I'll put the pockets in it. And once everything's done and it looks good and it's tacked together, I will go back to the metal shop and I will tell him to make me 2 more. Y'all see where I'm going with this? I'll get him to make me 2 more. And what I'll do is I'll make 2 more and I'll weld them all together, and then I will list them for sale 2 chain bridges for a G body and see what happens. And then go from there. So once I have a pattern, then I can just keep duplicating that pattern over and over again. And then I can make chain bridges. I'm gonna do that with everything on this car. Everything that I do, I'm gonna write it in a notebook, and then I'm gonna duplicate it, and then maybe I can put it on an eBay store or something and start selling them, start doing that. But when the chain bridge comes, we'll put that bad boy in there. We'll get it plumbed up and square. We'll drop it down in here because that's where I did see this is where they're putting the. Also, I got to measure across here and get me some channel so we can tack some channel on here. I'm just going to clean everything up and tack it together. And then I'll take it apart and then weld it up solid and all that. So we're gonna tack this. We're gonna just tack everything and make sure it goes. And we're gonna install the cylinders. We'll sleeve it and make sure everything's good to go. And once it's all good to go, then I'll weld it in solid. Also gonna look at buying me a new torch head. He said head for my welder. Because that one in there messes up a little bit. Sometimes it loses the gas and stuff. So I'm gonna get me a new welding torch head. He said head again. So when I go to weld these pieces in there is no room for error or nothing like that. So we'll get the chain bridge in. We'll get it tacked in. We'll do that. And then probably eventually what I'm gonna do is once this chain bridge is in, this right here is nothing but structural. That's all this is. It's just structural. It's for this right here. So this won't get cut out. But this right here, I'll probably clean this up. And once this chain bridge is here, I'll probably put in a piece of metal in here and square it back up. Man, Nathan, you didn't have to do that, man. Nathan. Dude. I appreciate it, man. You're good, man. You're good. I appreciate it. I really do. So we'll once this chain bridge gets in and I get it tacked in, I'll fill in and then clean it up and sand it down. And then we'll go from there. Once all the fabrication stuff is done, then we're gonna media blast it. And then once we media blast it, then we're gonna check it and do finish work, because when I take it to have it powder coated, they can media blast it again. But once I get all the rust off of it, then we can take it apart, flip it over, weld it up, do all that stuff. He said flip it over, and go from there. So I really appreciate every single one of you. Oh yeah, and I did check for Infamous, and I can buy the links. Matter of fact, I can buy the bushings and the heim joints. But they also sell 30-inch inch DOM tubing, 1 inch and 1.5 inch DOM tubing, link bars that are cut to fit. One end has already got a bushing on it, and the other end is a heim joint. They have a kit. It's actually a 4-link kit, is what it is. The only thing is this right here is I'd have to see on this. So the 4-link kit from them is $200, and then it's cut to fit and then welded. The kit that I was looking at that is actually for a G body that's just bolt in and they're adjustable on both ends, $700 for a kit. Ooh, sheesh. So once the chassis is all boxed in and stuff, it's gonna go pretty quick. Once I get that burn table going, and it's just me labor welding and you guys watching, it's gonna go pretty quick. And then when we get it blasted, so the biggest, honestly, I mean, you really think about it, the biggest fabrication part is gonna be the A-arms. Cutting the A-arms and extending them an inch. Now I'm gonna have to buy that kit. And then once I get that kit, then I'm gonna scan. I'm gonna copy it. But the ones that do the upper A-arms, I'll have to buy that kit. So that'll be the next biggest fabrication part. like really intense. Everything else is just making templates and cutting it and welding it in and smoothing. It'd just be time consuming. But this is a big fabrication part. The front A-arms is a big fabrication part. Then the chromoly tubing and bending and all that, that's gonna be like putting Lincoln logs together and puzzles. Yes, I'm reinforcing it. Yeah, I'm gonna box in. Yeah, I'm gonna box that in and box this in, and also gonna box the outside. I'm gonna sleeve it there, and then we're gonna make braces here, and then I'm gonna run chromoly tubing from this all the way up to the front horn, and then I'm gonna come across and do like a ladder trellis, run tubing from here to here, those short pieces, and then in the center, going to run run a cross member. Probably make a cross member that's bolt in, because I don't know what don't know what transmission I'm running right now. I'm still up on the fence on that, so I'll make it where it's adjustable to move it back and forth. So that's that. And then we have to build the rack at the back. That'll be another thing to build. So do this, do all the work from the back, front, all the way front, and then the last thing will be is we'll tear the front end apart and then build all that and then put it back together. I really don't want to tear the front end apart right now because it can still roll in and out of the shop if I need to move it. So boys and girls, I appreciate you. I really do. We at 55 minutes. I keep everybody updated on what Blueprint tells me about that, but I just don't see. Also, Carolina Big. Look, Carolina Big. Look, Carolina Big. Boy, we went down there to Crispy Crunch Chicken. Boy, got some ranch. Dip it in the ranch. Dip it in the ranch. Put the lotion on the skin or you get the hose. Ooh, you a dirty bird. You a dirty bird. Boys and girls, I appreciate you. Look, it's getting darker. Oh, you don't have to apologize, Nathan. Be careful. Look, it's getting darker. Also, I got to go build a fire in the wood stove. It was 44 degrees this morning, or 48 degrees this morning. So, hey, Carolina Big, what you do in your private time is private time. You don't have to tell everybody. Oh, you mean you about to get off work. Oh, my bad, 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 my bad. Okay. All right, boys and girls. My bad, my bad. I'm so sorry. TMI, TMI. My mind's in the gutter. I'm sorry. My mind's in the gutter. If y'all didn't remember, today is Thirsty Thick Thursday. if y'all didn't know, oh, Thirsty Thick Thigh Thursday, baby. Thirsty Thick Thigh Thursday. Thirsty Thick Thigh Thursday. Thirsty Thick Thigh Thursday. All right, I will give y'all a little. I will give y'all a little bit. I will give y'all a little bit of sin. Oh yeah. Thirsty Thick Thigh Thursday. All right, boys and girls, I appreciate you.